Hey, this is Kevin Phillips, and after a bit of a break, I'm back on YouTube. Now, this video tutorial is not so much aimed at 3D as it is at video training for 3D. Now, I've just recently finished this set of training for the Fanboy series, and with 40 videos, about 5 hours worth, I'd usually edit that stuff up using my video editing software. I've been using ULEAD's Media Studio Pro for several years, and that's kind of done the job. But it's time consuming, and I've just recently replaced my hard drive, so it's not reinstalled. So I thought this time around there must be a faster way to do this without installing software, and preferably one that didn't require me to buy anything. So what I've done is I've had a look at all the open source tools that I use, and I've come up with a more streamlined approach. And I'm going to run you through some tips and tricks on how you can process your own little video training projects and watermark them and so forth. So let's have a look. Now, the open source tools I use are Virtual Dub, which is a really fast, nice little video capture processing tool. It can do the watermarking, it can edit, really simple editing that is, cutting out little frames and so forth, so I can fix all the faux pas and mistakes. And it can recompress at a very fast speed by directly streaming the video back to disk. Okay, so that's one tool. Now, unfortunately, there's no Mac version. This is a PC tool, so I apologize to all the Apple owners out there for this one. The other tools I use, which come in very handy, is Audacity, which I use for my audio editing and for cleanup of audio, fattening the sound, and so forth. And the other one I used was Handbrake. Now, the nice thing about Handbrake is after I've edited all my videos, in which there were like 40 of these things, Handbrake lets me batch transcode them all into MPEG-4, which is the final format I wanted to use. So, excuse me, but clear my throat there. Let's get started and let's have a look at how I did that. So I'm starting off in Virtual Dub, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go File, and I'm going to open a pre-recorded video over here, example video, and this is a little video screen recording that I've done walking through all the possible free desktop recording options. Okay. And what I want to do in here is I want to take the audio that is in the video, and I want to clean that up a little, so get rid of any background hiss, and also want to take away that kind of that tinny sound that I sometimes get with my microphone. And to do that, okay, I've got my video loaded, and I'll go File, and I want to get the audio out of this video. So in Virtual Dub, I go File, Save WAV, example video WAV. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go into Audacity, and in here I've actually got the audio loaded. Now what I want to do first is I want to remove the hiss that sometimes is in the background. Now this audio is fairly clean, but I'll show you the process. You select an area of background noise, like so, by using this select tool. I go Effect, Noise Removal, and I get that noise profiles, which grabs that snippet of audio. Select that, and then I'll go Effect, and I use the Repeat Noise Removal tool. And what that will do is it'll go through and try and subtract that background noise out of the audio. Now, because my microphone is quite tinny, what I also like to do is under Effect, use Bass Boost. Okay, it's always a good idea to preview this and adjust accordingly. Okay, so I'm going to go OK, and it just fattens the bass in it, so you get a nice thick sounding, kind of a bit of a fatter sound to it. Okay, now I'm going to go File, and I'm going to go Export, and I'm going to call that, I'll call it Final, and go Save, go OK, and we're finished with that. So what I do is I now go back to Virtual Dub, and I say under Audio, sorry, I go Audio from Other File, and what I'm going to do is load in my final audio, and that will replace the audio in here. I'm also going to go into Video, I'm going to go to Filters, and I'm going to add a filter in here called Logo. Where are we? There it is. And what this lets you do is it lets you overlay a watermark on top of your video. Now you can load in an image file, Now if it has an alpha, a built-in alpha channel, that's always good. Targa 32 is pretty good for this one, so I'll click on that. There it is. Okay, and I can then click show preview. Okay, we'll bring that up so you can see. And there we go, we've got our little Liberty 3D logo in there. Okay, we can say where we want it. Okay, top left, top right. Now this is automatically made to be the right scale for these video recordings, so I can leave it as is. Now if you don't have one with an alpha channel, what you can do of course is you can come in here and use a gray channel, so you can make a black and white image as an alpha channel and apply it that way. Okay, but I don't need to because the 32-bit has it built in. And I'm going to go OK, and OK again, and it's there. Okay, now something isn't working quite right. Let's have a look. That's better. Okay, I'm going to there's two windows in here. Okay, input pane, output video pane. Okay, I'm going to zoom this out. There we go. So let's take that one out. Let's make that one a bit bigger. In fact, let's make it 50% just so we can see it. There's our logo. Okay, let's go to something that's a bit darker. There we go. Now you can see it. So this is our original video. This is our currently processed video. Doesn't kind of help when everything is so bright. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I've got my audio loaded. I've got my video filter logo loaded. All I need to do now is I just need to write this back out to disk. Now to do this, okay, use full processing mode. Okay, if you're just quickly re-exporting your video without any processing like filters, direct stream copy is a really fast way of quickly cutting out frames and then dumping it straight back to disk really quickly. So I'm going to leave full processing mode on, and I'm going to go File, Save as AVI, and let's go Desktop, Sample Video, finished. So pretty much our Virtual Dub has done a lot of the work for me. Okay, so Virtual Dub, very good tool. Okay, and very fast as well. So it's crunching through that video pretty quickly, and I'm going to let that finish, and it's done. Okay, so I've done the processing in Camtasia. I've done the processing in here, so that's pretty cool. Done the watermarking, I've replaced the audio, I exported the audio so I could process it, of course. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to transcode that to an MPEG-4 using Handbrake. Now the beauty of Handbrake is, well, it's fast for a start, but it also lets you batch process a lot of files, which for my video training took me a long time usually because I'd be doing one by one. But the beauty of having Virtual Dub was it was fast to quickly edit, to quickly watermark, to quickly replace audio, and I could get all of my 40-odd videos done pretty quickly, much faster than doing it in a video editing package because you'd have to wait for recompression and re-export and so forth. The other thing is I can just mass process all 40 videos into an MPEG-4 format without having to do each one by one in the video editing software. So what I do is I go Source, okay, go Video File, okay, I'm going in here, I'm going to be using Desktop, where are we? Here we go, finished. Okay, so processing one, so output, MPEG-4, okay, video filters, okay, we'll leave the correct size in here. Okay, video H.264 looks pretty good. You know, frame rate same as source, and we'll just leave a lot of the defaults in here. It seems to work quite nicely. Now you've also got some presets in here. You know, if you want to do it for Apple TV or your iPod or your iPhone, then all of these are in here. And it says where do you want to write it to, and I can say to my desktop, to here, that will do, MPEG-4, and then I just click start, and I just wait, and you'll see down the bottom it is ripping through that pretty quick. It's already up to 10%. And after a quick pause, so you don't have to sit there and watch it process, even though it only took like about less than a minute, I'm finished. Okay, so there are all the open source tools that I found really useful, and it gave me a really fast workflow. Okay, and it's all free, which is the best part. So that's it. That's pretty much all I did, and I managed to bash out all 40 videos in a very short time frame. So I hope this video has been of interest, especially for those people out there who want to go out and start recording their own video training. So go out, create some cool stuff, put on YouTube, educate the rest of us, and I'll see you in the next video.